Hi yogis in Yoga Land. Yoga with Scott. Thank you for showing up today to the mat. We're somewhere in, this is Little Mulberry Park. Yes, we're going to probably do a general class. It's kind of hot today. So, just, we're going to move very gentle, easy, gentle class. Nothing. Remember, if it's hot out here, we do the cooling breath, where you bring the air over the tongue, you can curl it, and exhale out the nose. Anytime you're hot, please do that. Always want to remind you of that. So let's just tune in for a little bit before we move. And I have my bowls, and what better way to come outside? We'll just do some and let's home. I love to show you. The mic is right here. You can see how long this. wrong, right? All right, now we'll do some. Since it's very hot out here, it's 90 degrees or so. So let's just do the Shakti breath, the cooling breath there. So on inhalation, we'll bring the air over the tongue, and exhalation up the nose, okay? On the inhalation, we're coming forward. For our seated cat-cows. And this breath, take it with you everywhere. You're in a high yoga class. They won't tell you. Also works on your hyperventilating. Hyperventilating, you lost something important, value. Anxiety attack, right? Okay. I love doing, I'm not so good at my gentle flows, but when it's hot out, I'm pretty good at it. So I do yoga therapy also, and I was like, it's very hot, and I'm like, wow. Added a lot of my therapeutic that I learned from the Yoga Life Institute. So incorporated it into the class, and it was actually went very well. So what we do today, just very gentle. Do a long class. We're not gonna knock ourselves out here, okay? Just be proud you showed up. And our theme is this week. Our theme is our estate, non-stealing of people's time, non-stealing of thoughts of things negative. And it's our of the yamas, it's our projection outward. So of course we're yogis and we're very kind and trustworthy, so that means we're not gonna steal anything, you know. It's what we practice, and our practice is all about why we are who we are, right? But it just doesn't mean to take, it also means not to take up other people's time foolishly, and have you not. Like that. So that's it, the stay of the yamas, or projection outward. Non-stealing. That's the theme for this week. So we're going to come on to our hands and knees for our cat-cows. I was looking, I wrote something down here. I named, it's the fly, I named, in yoga you can name your poses. So I got a pose I renamed. I just wanted to make sure before I said that I had it. So in our cat-cows, we're going to put our index, center, ring finger, and our pinky behind our head here, okay? So when we come up in our cat-cows, you can put pressure to the pinky, to the ring finger, but when you get to the index and your center finger, stay there. Don't press up any higher, because that's this upper part of the neck and this lower part of the back here are the most subjected to arthritis. Okay? So we just do very, plus it's hot, so we're just going to do very gentle cat-cows. And again, if you're hot, just run that, stick out your tongue for your cat-cows. Usually get a good breeze up here. Just okay. So now we're going to head on to here. To head on to here, just bring your, and then all the while we'll add our cooling breath and just kick out. Touch the shoulder with the left arm and extend out. Okay. And extend the left and the right. I always like to touch the shoulders for alignment. You bring the heel to your booty and out, alignment. Just the alignment. Okay. That's why I have my pinwheel with me, see if I can get some, if there is a breeze coming. And now we're going to sit back into our child pose here. Do a very gentle class here. And your toes, if you feel any tightness in the foot when you're on your toes, or just you can come forward and flex the toes out to where you're comfortable. If this toes extended is too much for you, then on being on the toes, it's your practice, your preference. Now, we can it's very hot, so a very gentle class. Just breathe here.
Most people
So we're gonna grow our puppy to our dog. So from your child pose, right? Just come up so that your booty and your knees are lined up. Your hands are extended where they were. You can also bring them up on a hand width forward. We're gonna tuck the toes under. This is our puppy to our dog. And then we're just gonna pedal our feet here. Inhalation, exhalation, one side down. And remember your short deep breath. And then we're just gonna walk our feet up to our hips and come to our forward fold. It's our first important forward fold, so we'll do 5 breaths here. Now you can keep your hands to the mat or just come to the elbows. And remember to have buoyancy on the knees. And then we're gonna touch the shoulders and extend up and come into our spirit of ecstasy. Bring the hands forward, slight back bend. Can catch a glimpse of the sun and bring that light up to our Ajna chakra. And now we're gonna put in some oil. So I noticed that when I actually do some oils in my outside, that does cut down the bugs coming. Okay. So what's the pick of my bag? It says my oils and class. So we're gonna come into I have rosemary. They say rosemary is made of the stems of the roses. And there are roses somewhere around. When you give friction to your fragrance, it actually brings it out more. And while we're here, let's come onto the toe to the left and we'll do rotations. Okay? And then rotate out. And then we'll come on the right side. And just smell your fragrance and come into your flower. Your flower will be your pinky and your thumb come together. You can touch all your pinkies, the other fingers together and open them up to you. Then bring in there, whatever flower you like to be at, okay? And we'll do some, now we are coming into our flower rotations. So flower rotations are, fingers together, and now we bring the fingers so they come behind, like the back of the hands together, and we come out. Then we sweep the arms up for this is I'm trying to remember I can pronounce it properly. The fluid in the synovial fluid, that's it. Inside our shoulders, right? So come up and come up. Okay, now we're going to come up to the mat, and now I bring my pinwheel because that's what we are doing now. We're doing pinwheels. So in pinwheels, the arms come forward. Now face you. We're going to do something that's also a bit challenging. I find in my classes that they are very challenging. I didn't realize they were going to be so challenging. Now, the right hand comes forward and just drop the left one back. and smile and laugh at your yoga practice. So now come up, bring the left hand forward a few times, and then drop the right one backwards. And left is forward, right is back, and see how challenging it is to you. Yes. Okay. And now we're going to come back up. And now the right arm comes up. We don't hop back in my classes. We just step back into our warrior one. And this is still our classical Surya Namaskar. Yes, the sun salutation. The sun is out, yes. Okay. Now touch the shoulders and extend. Fingers. You're one. Just make sure the knee doesn't go over your toes, and your breath. Breaths, inhalations are elongations, exhalations are to deepen. Okay. Now bring the hands with an elegance and an essence to the mat. And step back with the left and come back into our dog here. Okay. Inhalation here. Now just a little bit forward. Come, exhalation, knees, forearms to the chin, to the top of the mat. And we're going to press up into our Bhujangasana. And this is our first back bend. So this is a very important asana at a 608. Our forward fold is, so I try and add them in my classes. Hopefully today I might be able to do all the 8 of them. The top 8 out of 608. So now we're going to bring the hands to our side, and now with this part of the body we press up. Exhalation to our puppy. We'll have a breath here. Move the hands a little bit towards you, and then we're going to come in, tuck the toes under, and come into our dog. Now raise that right leg up, and we'll see if we can see our foot. We're going to open up here. Which actually, we'll do some hip rotations here. And we can come here. And we're going to bring the right foot forward. Step up with the left. Come into our forward fold here. Touch the shoulders, come into our spirit of ecstasy. Sweep the arms forward, come to a slight back bend. Have buoyancy on your knees. And come into our flower rotations, okay? Usually do 3 in my class, okay? Now, since I'm going to be facing you, I'm going to rotate my arms forward. When the left arm comes up on the third one, now we're going to step back with our left leg. Touch the shoulders with your fingers and extend. Our Virabhadrasana 1. Actually, if it's too challenging to drop your heels, you can be in our Ananjali warrior. It's your practice, it's your preference, so if you have a hard time dropping the heel, just stay. And this is our Ananjali, is just the heel. They're also known as the runner's lunge, right? So bring the hands to the mat. Step back with the right. And now we're gonna do our open up here. And I can look at the sun. And I'm going to do 3 hip rotations forward and back. And I'm going to open up again. And I'm going to sweep my left leg forward. And I'm going to step up with my right. Come into my forward fold. I'm going to open up, touch my shoulders again with my fingers, and extend out from my spirit of ecstasy. Our spirit of ecstasy. There's an essence and an elegance to our practice. A very gentle back bends. As we go deeper and deeper into the sun salutations in our practice, you can see how far back you do come. Now, we're going to do one more time. Rotate back. The right arm comes up, the right leg steps back. Doing a very gentle and elegant yoga practice today. Remember your shati breath, the cooling breath. Over the tongue, inhalation over the tongue, exhalation out the nose. Bring the hands to the mat. Step back with the left. Inhalation, forward drop the knees, drop the forearms, chin to the top of the mat, our Zenasana. Inhalation here. Bring the hands down, come into our puppy. To grow your dog. And this is acceptable in any yoga class you go to, your modification. And this is why it's called Yoga Fun, because I want you to come today, I want you to come step up, I want you to come tomorrow, I want you to come next week, next month, next year. Try and have you, so you have a dedicated yoga practice, spirit of ecstasy, open. Sweep the arms forward to a slight back bend. Your practice. Come into our flower rotations 3 times. And any time it's your practice, you feel that your flower needs fragrance. I don't have Young Living or doTERRA, but this will work. And it's another way to help you come into your practice. Yes. So we're going to head on to here. Going to come into our warrior sequence now. Bring our arms up, pinwheel forward. Now we're going to pinwheel back. The left arm comes up. You step back with the left and come into our Virabhadrasana. Okay. Our warrior 1. Now, this is what I like to do. We're going to come into our warrior 2. I like to bring the left over to the side. Both fingers touch. And then we open up to our 2. Now to come deeper into our warrior kaka. We flip the hands up. And when you flip the hands up, that helps get the shoulder blades, the back more aligned. We're doing asanas, so we're breathing. We're not poses. You're not posing. You're doing asana. It's your asana, your breath. Now, just bring this left hand down the leg, wherever you want. If you're more advanced in your practice, you can also just put the whole forearm across your whole body in the back, wherever feels comfortable. I like to open up here into our, keep it wide for more, there's more elegance and the wider the arm is. Okay, so now come over here. Now we're going to come back into our warrior two. And very gently, we're going to put the right elbow on top of our right knee for Utthita Parsvankasana. And we'll do some pinwheels here, one single arm pinwheels. And now the preference here of your extended where your arm, wherever you feel comfortable, where you want your arm. Okay, so there's no right, no wrong. You showed up, your asana. I'm proud of you. Okay, and don't put so much weight on your right forearm. And now we're going to come back into our reverse warrior, our warrior in Little Mulberry Park, warrior wherever you are. Let's bring the fingers together, open up into our warrior two. And now we're going to squiddle this left foot up a little bit, like a little, okay? Because now we're going to come into our Parsvantasana. Now, the Parsvantasana is our, let's see, I should face you. Trying to figure out how I do this to face you. Actually, just stay right here. You can bring the elbows, clasp your elbows, see if you can grab your elbows. Slight back bend here. You're welcome to stay there. If you're up for more of a bit of a challenge, is reverse prayer, they call that. And I'm going to be coming, exhaling over my right leg, so I'll have my right finger, my right thumb over my left thumb, and then I will. Big inhalation here, exhalation over the right leg. Okay. Come back up for a slight back bend. And actually, while we're here, step that leg out a little bit wider and come back into our reverse warrior. Warrior in Mulberry Park. Open back up into our warrior two. And now we're going to bring the right foot forward and come into our wide stance forward fold. To deepen this, we're going to place our hands on our thighs and we just guide. Let the hands come down along the leg. Have buoyancy on your knees. And we're gonna inhalation to the exhalation center. Inhalation center, exhalation to the right. Inhalation center, exhalation to the left. This is the one pose that the asana here, that the knee can come over the toes, because we're kind of like in a forward way here. We're doing a gentle class today, so we're going to keep our hands in the center. And I'm going to raise my left hand up by brushing the body and raise it up. And it gives me an opportunity to look at the sun right quick and close my eyes. We're doing meditation in motion. So now bring this left hand down. You can come to your hand, your knuckles, or your fingertips of your preference. It's your practice. You want to kind of be like center your face, so there is a little bit of an angle here. And now we're going to brush the body with the right, and this is turns this into a Parivrtta because we are twisting. Okay, now bring the hand down, and now we're going to come into a standing mudra. We're going to clasp the hands like this. Okay, I like to come with the bend the elbows up and then press out with the form. So play with that. And they come back down. Just like to just guide your hands down from your thigh down to your ankles. And while we're here, let's drop our left knee and extend the right out. The left, I drop the right knee, extend the left leg out. And we'll come into a very gentle place here with our Parivrtta, our gate. And now we're going to add a little myofascias on here to work the fascia in our body. Your hands in your reverse warrior, like, remember? And then we just bring the left up to the right, and then we open both up. Exhalation, fingertips touch, and open it 3 times. Okay. Now, bring this right hand down. And now, you can stay here. You can come onto the tippy toe if it's challenging for you to lift the leg. Just a slight twist here. And to deep, you're welcome to stay here. If you have it in you, you can, from the toe down, just see if you can lift it up by flexing the foot side. Okay? It becomes very challenging after a while to, when you cue a class, how to say things. So we're going to come down on our booty. It's challenging and a lot of fun to keep us all on the same page here. So, it's so nice when you have someone actually to speak to them, my imaginary students. So, we are going to turn this into a Parivrtta Parivrtta. And because it's so hot outside, we're just moving very gently. We get the leg here. If this is too challenging here, extend it out. It's fine to come into a wide stance. Okay? Your preference. No right, no wrong. You showed up. Okay? So now, coming over here with my left hand to my left toes, I'm gonna yogi toe lock. Yogi toe lock is your index and your center finger are inside the toe and that second toe. I don't know the name of it. Now with this raise, I like to touch the shoulder again for alignment with the right hand. And just reach over to that left foot. So you get a little opening here. Almost like our Parivrtta Janu Sirsasana. Okay. Nice. And this is our gentle asana class here. And it's also, this is also known as around the mat. Okay. To come out of this, actually, we'll just extend that right leg into a wide stance forward fold, and we'll bring the hands here. And this is a good way to transition to the other side by, you can leave your left foot out. If you have it in you, we'll come into we'll just bring it up close to your booty there. Very gentle movements. It's very hot out and we don't want to move in any way. Yoga is a therapy in itself, so there's no hurry. We still have like 40 minutes left, so we're going to finish. This is good with our part of our seated and standing, so we can move along here. Of showing you these videos will help you to, if you decide to be a teacher, I could help you, or to deepen your practice as a student. So you have the confidence to come to a park and be this awesome yogi that you are, okay? You don't need to go and walk or run or ride a bicycle or fish, and you just come, find a spot and do yoga to be out here in this beautiful place. It took, this spot here is actually a half mile from my car to come here. So this is a very enjoyable workout. Now we're gonna do our Parivrtta Parigrihasana on this side. Touch the shoulders and extend over. And take a look at the side. Now nice. Now to transition to our next, since we already have the knee, we'll just very gently come up on the left knee. Make sure you have knee issues, you have plenty of padding. Diva Pomal. So nice, right? Come now for our Parigrihasana over the right leg. So I have my right hand come down my right leg. My mat is sliding down a little bit of a slope behind me, so excuse me while I bring my, I have to come close to my candle so I can help with keep the bugs away. Yes? Brush it, touch the shoulder with the left hand, extend up high. The right hand is down the thigh and come down to here, a little bit past your knee if you have it in you. You're welcome to stay on this upper part of your thigh. 3 breaths here. And now we're going to bring the right fingertips to the left fingertips and open up. Remember to have some buoyancy on that right leg. And now bring this left fingers to the mat. Now where I say about coming on your, just come to the toe. You're welcome to stay here. If you have it in you, raise that, just flex the toe, and that will give you that lift off the mat. And now we're gonna bring the right knee back to the left knee. Come on your, tuck the toes under. And now we're gonna do our half, there's another mudra. We're gonna clasp the hands from behind. And then we'll exhalation the head to the mat. Like you were in our puppy dog here. Very gently, not so much pressure with your head on the mat. Okay. And to come out of this, we'll come into a child pose. Didn't think I forgot the other side, right? We're moving on to the, come up here, coming to our, from our on jetty, you're, put the heel up, drop the heel, and we are in our warrior, okay? Touch the shoulders for your alignment. Remember the knees not to go over the toes. Bring the hands to the side and open up. Bring this right hand down along the leg. Remember to have buoyancy on the knees, buoyancy. We're not locked out and we're not overextended, okay? And then come into our reverse warrior, wherever you are, wherever you want to be. All right, now I'm in the Little Mulberry Park. Open back up into our warrior two. Now, on exhalation, bring this left elbow to the left knee, and we're going to do our Utthita Parsvankasana here. And then when go the other way, and when you feel comfortable, stop wherever you feel you want your extension. So the hands can be wherever you want it, your arm length can be wherever you want it to be. No right, no wrong. You showed up. Everything is good. Nice. Remember not to put so much weight on that forearm to the knee. Okay? And we'll come back into our reverse warrior. Open up to our warrior two. Come to our warrior one. And now we will squiddle this foot up a little bit and turn this into our Parsvantasana. And I will be coming over, keep this candle a little closer. I will go and I will come to our, this foot comes a little bit extended. Remember to have a little bit of buoyancy so we don't get blown over. I'm going to come into, if you can't come to the reverse, just come, bring to the elbows, the fingers to the elbows. You can clasp here. And if you have it in you, we're going to put, now the left arm will come over the right thumb. If you have it, if you can flip the reverse prayer, okay? And have a bit of a back bend here, and you can look at the sun. And now exhalation over the left leg. And then you want to reach out with the elbows out. And to come out of that, we'll come back into our reverse warrior. Open up to our warrior two. Warrior one. And we're going to bring the hands down and come into a dog. So back to your dog. Drop the knees. Drop the forearms, our Zen Asana, to the top of the mat. And press up for our Bhujangasana. And we're going to get ready for a bit of, we're going to come into a little bit of, actually we're going to come into our Utkatasana, then we'll come into our balance, and our Utkatasana will cover with that, okay? So let's come into our puppy, to our dog, grow your dough. And walk up to your hands, or your hands to your feet, so your preference. And now, in our Utkatasana, your feet do not have to touch each other. Not my class. Some people have different hip actions, and this is very important of why I want to mention this also. There's non-stealing. I'm not going to hurt you in any way. That's also part of our non-stealing, right? No harm to beings. Intentionally, anyway. Yes. So, in your Utkatasana, just wherever you feel, and you have the points in your knees. Touch your shoulders again and reach in just a little bit higher. Now, your arms extended over is it's not here, it's like right here, okay? So this would be my extension, not here. So just practice that, or wherever you feel that, just, okay? Now, on the exhalation, just sit back, and it's almost like we're squatting a bit, right? And now, to Parivrtta, we're gonna I'm bringing my left elbow. I'm bringing my left elbow outside my right knee, so we can Parivrtta. Come here, and then you bring this. Now bring the right hand, and you can figure how wide you want your feet. Drop your left hand down, and then you can brush the body with your right. Three breaths here. Come back up. 3 breaths here. And now we're going to bring the right elbow outside the left knee. You can look at the sun again for a moment, a second, and bring that light to your Ajna chakra, center of your eye, barrels. Drop your right hand down and brush your body with the left, and Parivrtta, Utkatasana. And now we're gonna come up into our Utkatasana. Okay. Now we're gonna come into our balance part of our class. Now to balance, we're gonna do today. We're gonna do our Ardha Chandrasana. We're gonna Parivrtta our Ardha Chandrasana. Then we're gonna come into our Warrior Gaha, and that is our flying warrior, or also known as the Warrior 3. This is a very nice, gentle balance to do on a day like today. I always like to add 2 balances, so the Ardha Chandrasana is a bit of a balance. So, all welcome and all showed up and all to be. So now we're going to come up to our mat. We're going to pinwheel the arms forward. Pinwheel back, and when the right arm comes up, step back with the right. Okay. Touch the shoulders. Warrior 1. Now, the heel is down. We're going to turn this into our Ananjali by just lifting the heel off the mat. We're in our Ananjali. Now we're going to bring the hands to the mat and bring that heel to your booty, and now kick it back out. Put your weight on, your weight is on your left side. Now our Ardha Chandrasana, where you're brushing the body with the right. Flex that, standing, like, stretch out right leg and the foot. Flexes, the toes come towards you. And now we're gonna step that down. Come back into our Warrior One. And now we're gonna bring the hands back to the mat, because we're gonna Ardha Chandrasana. Now, to Ardha Chandrasana, I have to face you this one, so I'm gonna bring my left foot forward again. You stay where you are, because I have to show you on camera how this is going to work. Okay, so I got my, this is a Pavarita. Stay here, come into our Warrior One, bring the hands to the mat. Now, I have buoyancy on this left leg, knee, right? And for you with a hyperextend, just be very conscious of the knee. Now we're gonna, from a warrior, come into our Anujeti prep by lifting the toes off, also known as the runner lunge. Now, brush the body with bring that left heel in, brush the body with the left. And now we're in a Pavarita Ardha Chandrasana. 5 breaths here. Look at the grass, look at the trees, look at the sky. Okay. Now come back out, drop that down, and come back into our reverse warrior, our warrior in Little Mulberry Park. Now we are going to come to our flyover over this left leg. So kind of take a little couple of breaths here, because what we just did, we just worked that left leg a bit for our standing, so now a bit of our balance. Now we're coming into a whole lot of balance by just coming into back into our Warrior One. Bring that heel up, touch, bring the heel to your booty, if you have it in you. Touch the shoulders and extend out into our Flying Warrior. Virabhadrasana. God. And have buoyancy on this left leg. See how I'm doing asanas? I'm breathing my asana. You can touch your shoulders and bring the arms into your Spirit of Ecstasy arms. If you come out of it, I'm not giving a whole lot of thought on my drishti, and I'm concentrating on speaking here at the same time, so it's a bit challenging for me also. And if you come out, come back in. It's your practice. You showed up. I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you. You showed up. See, I'm doing asana. See, my hands are flapping like a bird, or free bird. That's what I should call it. Or Virabhadrasana, free bird. Or free, whatever bird you want to be. Okay, and to come out of this, we'll come back into our reverse warrior. And then we'll step up with this. We'll step up with the right, and we'll just do some. We're getting ready for our transition to the other side. And while we're here, we can let's do some hulus. Okay, So we have a little buoyancy and breath on to the other side. Now we're going to do our Ardha Chandrasana and then come into our flying bird. Your bird can be a duck, a geese. Don't get shot. So bring the arms up. We're going to pinwheel forward now. Now we're going to step back with the left and come into our Warrior One. Bring the hands to the mat with an elegant nest. Now when the hands come to the mat, come into our Ananjali prep by just lifting the heel up. Bring that heel to the booty, kick it out. My hands are on my fingertips. I'll have buoyancy on my right leg because I'm on my right leg. Now brush the body with the left side. Look at the grass, look at the trees, look at the sky. And I can give you a wave too. And to come out of that, just drop down into our reverse warrior. Now, we're going to Parvarita that. So I'm going to bring I'm just going to rotate myself. You stay where you are, please. Coming back into our warrior here. Bring the hands to the mat. And bring up the heel for our Ananjali prep. Bring the heel to the booty, kick it out. To Parvarita. Now I'm on fingertips on my left fingertips. My right hand is brushing the body. I'm looking at the grass. I'm looking at the trees. I'm looking at beautiful blue skies here. Little Mulberry Park, Buttbrigg in the middle of Georgia somewhere. And now, drop that leg and come back into our Warrior One. Now you'll see how I need buoyancy because you lock out, you might fall over. There's no wind to actually knock us over, but just to give you of what it's like, right? Why to have the buoyancy in the knees. And we'll get more technical things as we move along here in our videos. Okay. So now we're going to set up for our flying bird on over the right leg. So right now we're just going to take a bit of a breather, right? So we can get ready to do our fly. Remember, it's hot. We are doing a gentle class. We're moving no hurry, very gently, yes. So now we're going to pinwheel again. And now that I can face you, I'm coming on my right leg, so I'm going to face you. And step this, and now step back. The left hand is up, so step back with the left leg, okay? And come into our Warrior One here. And now come back up, lift up the heel to our Ananjali prep. Bring the hands to the mat. Touch the booty with your heel and kick out, stretch out. Now if you have it in you can leave your hands, just work your hands off the mat. You can touch your shoulders and open up into our Spirit of Ecstasy wings, wherever you want to fly to. Your bird, your Virabhadrasana Kaka. Virabhadrasana G. Or Warrior 3. And it might be a bit challenging, so we're just going to come back out. And now we're going to come into our come back into our Utkatasana, to our Malasana. And we'll do a very short, see, we did a bit of our, see, when we were in our Parigrihasana and the rotation around the mat that we did. So we're going to come into we're not going to do the blackbird today or our crane. So we're just going to, because it's very hot, it's still very hot, so we're just going to move very, very gently. We're transitioning now to our seated asanas. So come back into our Utkatasana. Now, a little bit of a wide stance Utkatasana, because we're going to come down to a Malasana, and we are coming into a flower here. So please, we're going to, if your flower needs fragrance, give it the fragrance. The fragrance outside also helps allergies. Also, I notice sometimes the bugs don't really come around so much, so you have different fragrances to play around to see what works when you are outside. I have 2 candles going, so I'm not really being attacked by, there are mosquitoes around, but I'm not being attacked by them. So I just mentioned these to you because I want you to come out. I'm into the whole endocrine and the vitamin D we come out and we get, right? I still have my hat on, the sun's very strong, it's very hot, so I'm not gonna take it off. It's almost 8 o'clock and it's still 90 degrees. So raise arms up to our wide stance Utkatasana. While we're exhalation, we're gonna bring the elbows to the inside very gently. And now we're gonna do our spotted Malasana. And smell your flower. Now, very gently come down, best you can, to your booty. So we're not going to do a lot of the wrist actions today, just because of how hot it is. So we're going to come into a Padmasana anyway, because it's what we did when we opened up. That's one of the top 8 out of our 608. But we can do our cooling breath here. We'll do 5 of them. And cat-cows. On your forward inhalations, breathe over your tongue. Exhalation out of your nose. Okay. And now we're going to extend the feet out and come into our Dandasana. We can look at the sun again. It's actually just a very gentle and meditative flow we're doing today. High yoga at its finest. Don't need to go inside. Actually, outside's even better because you're already outside. High yoga in all its grace and elegance. Right here, Little Mulberry State Park, County Park, Gwinnett County, Georgia somewhere. So now we're going to come into our Paschimottanasana. Wow, we're having so much fun. Class is almost over, actually. So we're going to have to fold in, bring our arm, touch the shoulders, extend up. And now bring your hands down along your legs till you get up to your toes best you can. And you can also come up with have more buoyancy in the knee by raising it up. As you come forward and you have your toes, then you can just extend out through the whole, from the knees down. And since it's so hot, we're not going to come into our reverse plank, which is a standard in my class. But like I said, it's hot out, so we're going to do a very, very gentle class. Okay. To get done, and we'll do our Janu Sirsasana by hugging the right knee up to our body, and then dropping it out to the right side. We are now going, concentrate on the shin rolls forward with you. Taking a water break here. Okay. So, when you concentrate on this Janu Sirsasana, there's the top 8 out of 608 asanas right here. Concentrate on this shin rolling forward, and that will help you come forward. Remember, the pelvis tilts back on inhalation, exhalation, it tilts forward. That will help you come down. We'll do more of those in workshops, and as you deepen your practice, I will get into that. Of what makes you come to your mat. What makes me come to my mat in 9 years of doing yoga. There's always something awesome to add on, and I'm very fortunate for me that I have some very awesome yoga teachers in my life, and that's another reason why I'm not giving up or stopping my yoga practice. I'm in way too deep to stop, for one, and I enjoy speaking yoga and doing it. Maybe look at Tina Turner, she's freaking amazing. She even sings yoga song. Very gently, we're going down. No hurry. Bring the hands up, but just non-stealing. So I don't want to be stealing your time any more than I have to. So this is an hour and a half class. So we're gonna get ready to exhale. I'd like to touch the shoulders. Exhalation down. And then since I'm coming down the left leg, I will have my right hand in front and my left hand will guide behind. And see how far to the toes we go. If you don't get there today, tomorrow, next week, next month. Okay. And now we're going to turn this into a Marichi asana by raising this leg up here. And now we're going to Parvarita or Marichyasana, okay? So just, this one gets a little bit confusing at times because I don't know, yeah, okay. It would be, the right way to do it would be the left. So now we're going to add a Parvarita. So Parvarita, I'm just going to twist to the left side here, okay? Just 3 breaths here. Now, bring the arms up and then bring the, right here, bring your left elbow for our Marichyasana. Our top 8 out of 608 is right here. Now you can come into your mudra or just stay here. Remember to keep the shoulder away from the ear, have buoyancy in your elbow, and just stay right here. And remember to have your, the left leg is extended, so we have the left foot is flexed. And now we're going to open this back up, and now we're going to come into our a forward fold. So this, the left, touch the shoulder with the left arm, and then we'll, it's a little bit of a grace and elegance to our practice here. Because we're going to be closing our class very shortly here, so, okay. And however way you like it. So now we are coming to the other side, and I will face you on this side. I'll hug in the left leg and drop the left leg to the left to give you a bit of, actually not looking at the sun, may actually be a little cooling right now. And I don't know, maybe even be cool if I leave the hat off right now. So let's, remember to concentrate on our left shin rolls forward. Touch always say touch the shoulders, right, for alignment. Raise arms up. And now bring the hands down along. So now we're coming down. So my left hand will be, I'm on my right leg. Concentrate my shin rolling forward. My left hand will lead. My right hand will follow down the leg the best you can. And remember the pelvis I was telling you about. We're filling up air, so the pelvis is tilted back. Exhalation, the pelvis comes forward. And this left shin is concentrating on rolling forward. So to deepen. And we're not going to Parvarita our Janu Sirsasana because we added our Parvarita and our Paragriasana. So now we're going to hug in this left leg and cross it over. I'm Parvarita my Marichyasana, and I don't know, it's a little bit confusing here of which way. So we're going to be Parvarita first. So Parvarita first will be twisting to my right. And I can look at the sun again. Now, I'm going to hug it in with my right arm. Give a wave over with the left to all my yogis in yoga land. Bring in, set my left arm in place for comfortably. Raise the right arm up. And with an essence and an elegance, we're going to bring that right elbow outside the left leg for 5 breaths. Okay. Now, we're going to extend this out because we're doing a very gentle class today. Come into our forward fold. Touch the shoulders. We are going to add, I didn't want to add our reverse plank, a little bit challenging, right? It's still hot. So we got to do some back bending here. I'm trying to figure out before we close, what do we want to close doing? Sticking to our Astaya and the time constraints here. It was so hot. It was see how very gentle of a class that was? It was just extended and made it so long. We really didn't do a whole lot, but we moved very gently, yes. So let's, from our Dandasana, we're gonna come into our Matsyendrasana and come to our Shavasana, our final relaxation, because it's just too hot. So just come, remember this, don't force your head back, let it just come back, wherever you fly. But don't let force it, just let it just come. And all the while you're moving your booty up more in your back of your head. Keep your feet flexed. And then come into our Savasana by bringing the hands to the side. Or you can, with the right hand, come across the body, come down, and come around. We just created all these energies in our practice. And now bring from the left arm length body, just now cross over to the right side and around. And this is our energies here. And now bring the fingers together and we'll do up and down. And this is our meridians. Okay? And since we are meditating, and I like to look at the sun and bring that to our Ajna chakra here. Just stay right here. Our Muladhara chakra is our base of the body of the spine area. And that is our earthly element. Remind me next time we got to do the Muladhara kiss. I haven't added that in my practice, so I want to add that in. Come up a little bit more. We got our Vadhisthana for our water element. A little bit. It's like almost like a little over 2 inches or so. We come into our Manipura, right? And that is 2 to 3 inches. So our Manipura, and that's our fire element. A little bit more, we come up to our Anahata, and that's our air element. And up here, our Vishada, and that's our space element, our ether element. Come up a little more to our third eye, and that's consists of all the elements. We come to our Sahasrara chakra, the crown of the head, and that consists of all the elements. And just stay here. You can hug your knees up to your chest and just rock left and right, and whichever way you feel comfortable to roll. I'm rolling to my right, so I'm going to bring my left hand to my right side of my cheek, and my right hand is to the crown of my head. Okay? Now, stay here, because I'm going to do things to close our class up here. So, and this is really awesome because it's on the ground. And it's also awesome because the speaker is right here. And we're going to do our 3 ohms. And my yogis that have been with me for a while know why we ohm. Then their practice to seal the sound, and it's also to dissipate the stagnicity bloods out of our lymph nodes in our body. Okay? So, three ohms. Loka samasta sukhino bhavatu. May all beings be happy and free. May the words and actions of my teachings contribute to the health and well-being of you. Namaste, Satnam, my warriors. I hope to be speaking to class soon again. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you, and I'll give you a curtsy. It was too hot to do any yoga dance today for our fun, but tomorrow's another day, hopefully, right? So now it's cooled off a little bit, but it's time to go. So.